before the pandemic, you had just moved into your new office.
Right.
And you were killing it.
Yeah.
Facial Lounge is beautiful. People are coming. You're full up. And then all of a sudden, boom, you're not an essential business. And you have a staff. So you're one of the best estheticians out there with this incredible skincare line. And all of a sudden, the doors get shut. What did you do to pivot? How did you shift?
You know, I had a lot of, I have a couple sayings I say. One of my sayings is win an Oscar. That was my mom saying. So when she found out she had cancer and people were freaking out because, you know, she had stage 4 cancer. We all know how serious that is, right? And to me and in my family, cancer is not the death, because there's a lot of people, most of my family are survivors. But stage 4 and that type, we just knew. So she goes, you're going to win an Oscar and you're going to tell everyone I'm fine. I'm going to make it. And I'm going to live. So I just kept thinking, whatever, when people are like, oh my God, this guy is fine, it's going to be fine. It's temporary. And I always tell people, you don't freak out until it's time to freak out. I didn't freak out with my mom watching her die until she died. Because what is it going to do? So when the pandemic's hitting, and I was like, we're not going to freak out until it's time to freak out. And then they're like, the doors are closing. I'm like, okay, I think it's time to freak out. But I'm like, okay, wait. I wasn't expecting this. And then I go, okay, it's not time to freak out. Until, you know what I mean? Until this place closes for good, I'm not going to freak out, and it's not going to close for good. So getting right in the mirror, and I actually learned that from Driven Leadership and from the Bold class. I got right in the mirror, and I do it a lot. And I have to say, you got this. Yeah. And I have to give myself a pep talk, and I have to look at myself right in the face and go, whatever today brings, you got this. And you're going to figure it out. And I don't turn off. I don't lay down. I don't watch TV. I haven't watched TV in 9 years. I actually watched TV for the first time because my friend wanted me to watch 90 Day Fiancé. And I'm like, oh my God, don't get me hooked on this. And it was the first time I actually sat down and watched TV in 9 years. There's a commercial that Maserati or Lamborghini doesn't have a commercial because people who drive their cars don't watch TV. And that changed my life. I said, I'm never watching TV again. Instead of watching TV, I journal. I take time in writing things. I write my goals. I stare in the mirror and talk to myself. I do everything except I listen to music, but keeping your brain and reminding yourself it's going to be okay. And everything's temporary. Everything's temporary, even when it's the worst case scenario. And people can take the worst case scenario and make it the fuel to their fire to really just launch, you know? And that's what I'm going to do. We are going to come out of this ahead. We're going to be the company that they're going to say, how did they do it? Because I want people to know, no matter what's going on, we could treat people right. You know, Eric he consults with me, which is by far my biggest secret for my company. But having someone to lean on and to ask questions and make sure we're doing things and having a heart and ethical, that goes so far. So the team I have, they don't want to leave. When we come back, we're going to be so all in. It's going to be such a beautiful thing. So I think a lot of companies are, they don't care about their people. And I think that when you lead with your heart, everyone wants to follow. I always say, do what you love and money will follow.